Hey everybody, it's Tripl-L coming in to do the Kimetsu no Yaiba chapter 173 video. Almost there. I've run through a lot of the chapter videos today. I've done Black Clover, Dr. Stone, and now Kimetsu. Good stuff. Almost there. Black Clover was the first video of the day, so if you're looking for any announcements for what I was doing today, it's there, but it's okay. We're almost done here. It's I got Isekai Cheap Magician as the last upload for the day. If you're waiting for anything, and I don't think I'm gonna watch the Kimetsu no Yaiba anime today. Like, let me know if you want a video for that one. But like, I'm also working for the episode 19 comparison video, but that's gonna be coming up like maybe on Friday or next week. Anywho, there's this chapter, and that's enough for the Kimetsu no Yaiba specific talk. This chapter of Kimetsu no Yaiba, it's primarily a fight chapter. So in terms of what we get for the chapter, in terms of progress, what did we do? I'm trying to work this out in my head properly. We got power upgrades. We got combat exposition. We had teamwork coming in there, and we had Genya firing his gun. So in terms of progress, in terms of like broad strokes progress, not a lot. Yeah, that's just kind of what happens with shonen sometimes. It's kind of similar to how Shokugeki no Soma, when they start cooking, it's just there's not much to talk about. Like for this one, it's like, you know, the choreography looks cool, but because of all the slash effects and all the moon effects, it's kind of hard to get a good sense of the choreography. So it's one of those things where, you know, the anime is automatically going to be clearer because the choreography is going to be a bit clearer as well. So, you know, not much I can really say about the battle, although I am very happy for combat exposition because the combat exposition tells me what to think. And in this case, I wouldn't have noticed that we opened the chapter with upper rank 1 or what? Kokobo? Oh man, I forget his name already. Oh, but you know, upper rank 1, I wouldn't have expected. I didn't notice he was using his 16th form, Moonbow Half Moon. Didn't notice that at all. So I'm very happy that Stone Bro told us that he isn't running out of techniques, because I wouldn't have noticed that this guy's gone really, really far. Like, holy man, that's a lot. You're doing a lot, man. Like, whew. Anyway. That was pretty cool. So we'll go through this chapter in sections, and we'll talk about which ones I think, which pages I think were worthwhile, because there are still some worthwhile things here. So going in sections, the first set of pages was Stone Bro going in there and figuring out what exactly is going on. He starts talking about, you know, the power to see the invisible world. So that was pretty cool. It was cool to see his thought process as he was trying to figure out how exactly, or to figure out what exactly the guy was seeing. So that was pretty cool. So once he starts to see the invisible world, it's like, oh, okay. And this made me pretty happy, because it's like upper rank 1 is surprised that these guys are seeing the invisible world, but it's like Tanjiro can see the invisible world. Technically, Tanjiro figured out the invisible world before Stone Bro. I don't know, man. I take whatever victory I can, but it's really cool. It's cool that these guys are all jumping up to this high senses level. It makes sense for Stone Bro to get to it, though, because, you know, he's blind. He already has heightened senses. But it's great that in this battle where he's pushing himself to his limit, he believed in himself and he got to see the invisible world. And it's interesting to see how upper rank 1 talks about it. Anyway, once he starts seeing the invisible world, that's where we see people working together a little bit more. So that was pretty cool. But at that point, you just get into just more pages of a lot of slashes, a lot of crescent moons everywhere, and people talking about getting in between the gaps in the attack. That was pretty cool. The next big combat moment happens when upper rank 1 realizes that he didn't notice what Stone Bro was doing. Oh, I love calling him Stone Bro. Anyway, yeah, upper rank 1 realizes he didn't notice him, and then we get that wonderful panel of that iron ball just going through the guy's body. That was great. I was all for it. That was pretty cool. And then you had it with Mist Bro coming in there and cutting through him, and also the confirmation. Actually, I feel like Mist Bro probably did see the invisible world before. I don't know, for some reason when I saw that, I felt that wasn't weird. Then again, I might just be misremembering things. Regardless, doesn't matter. He got it. He got in there, and then Upper Rank 1 realized that these guys are seeing the world. So that was cool. I like that they were kind of on like a bit of a even playing field, and then Upper Rank 1 noticing that, oh yeah, no, Stone Bro, he's even worse because he's realized how to play tricks. So that was really worthwhile. Now, the final bit of the chapter is, of course, that little bit of Genya. For a second there, I had forgotten about him because I wasn't sure how long it was going to take him to get into the battle. But what I saw from him, the 3 pages that we did see, I think are really reassuring. Because even when he's being influenced by the demon cells, even when that's going on, he's still thinking back about not hesitating. He's still there. And when he says that he knows, that kind of repetition makes me feel like he's really like kind of... He's struggling, but he feels like really... How would I even say that? He feels conflicted about it. And the thing is, if he's conflicted about it, that's good. Because it's his kindness. His kindness is still there. Which is a really good thing. Because when we're talking about this guy actually listening in on the orders that Muzan is giving, and he's not being influenced by the cells, that's a really good sign. So when I saw that, this is one of those cases where him having an inner conflict about shooting his friend, this is one of those cases where this is actually really, really good. And of course, we do gotta talk about it. Our buddy here got some marks showing up on him. So I actually think it's pretty interesting that he got Upper Rank 1's marks, but this makes sense. Genya can't use breaths, so, you know, I kind of gave up on the idea of him ever developing marks. But then actually, you think about it, like, there's Demon Crest, and Nezuko has her own marks. So I guess you could have made the conclusion that eventually he'll develop marks if he just kept eating demons. But no, it was pretty cool that he got the marks that Upper Rank 1 got. So that was really neat. I like that. That's a nice little surprise that if you weren't looking very carefully, you wouldn't have noticed because no one makes any big deal about it. Anyway, the last thing that I'm like really curious about for the chapter though is that Genya takes the shot, but we see the panel of, and I'll put it up on the screen because I need help interpreting this. We see the panel of the guys getting hit, but Upper Rank 1 also managed to do a slash. And from the way it was positioned, Genya is directly behind them. So it's an odd panel because you can see the hits here, right? Some of the hits make sense. One of the hits came in and got him in the back of his head, and like Genya's using a shotgun, effectively, right? I think he is. And then Miss Bro got hit as well. So I'm not too sure about the how effective that was. He got hit in the head, and Miss Bro seems to have gotten hit in the head as well. Yeah, no, it's odd. I really want to see what's happening in the next chapter, just because this image isn't clear enough for me to understand what exactly happened here. We don't have the shots of the other 2 pillars here either. Yeah, I'm curious. I'm curious to see where this goes. But so far, what I've seen in the chapter, we've only probably moved like 2 minutes in terms of the battle time. But I'm happy that Genya is still standing here. You know, I still think there is that ear. It's out in the open. Oh my! I just noticed that Miss Bro also lost a leg. Excellent. I didn't realize that when I first read the chapter. There's a lot of people losing a lot of stuff in this fight, man. There's a lot of little details that if you aren't paying attention, you're gonna miss. You're gonna miss the little things. Oof. I hope I didn't miss anything else. I think I caught everything. But yeah, overall, like the battle progresses. We've been in this fight for a very long time, and it's probably fair to expect that Upper Rank 1 still has some stuff left in his arsenal. But I really, really hope we get a victory here. I really hope that this is going to simplify itself for us, and Tanjiro doesn't have to meet with Upper Rank 1. It's just like it makes sense if Tanjiro meets Upper Rank 1, but at the same time, it's going to be depressing if he does, because that means all these characters get wiped. Yeah, man. I'm really pushing for Genya here. I'm really hoping he makes a giant difference here, man. Because this is pretty intense. People are losing a lot here. Oof. Anyway, guys, let me know what you thought down below. And let's call it there. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I hope you have an absolutely great day.